You begin to strike out at the officers. It says you were punching wildly and punched me once on the upper left side of my cheek during the confrontation, causing pain and some redness. I used physical force in order to gain control from you, including multiple closed fist strikes to the right side of the face. Is calling 2021 CR 7282, State of Texas versus Charles Garley. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Beer, Your Honor.
Defense?
Mario Moreno.
All right, and are you Mr. Garley?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Defense has filed a motion for early termination. State, did you have a chance to review the motion?
I did review it briefly.
All right. Do you have any objections to the motion?
Yes, Your Honor, we're opposed to it.
All right. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, Your Honor, just argument.
All right, probation. Can you give the court probation's recommendation? All right, defense, I'll hear your argument.
Thank you, Judge. So as far as I have been made aware from probation and from Mr. Garley, he has completed all terms of his probation with the exception of the completion of his term limited, including but not limited to classes, community service, his paying all of his fines, court costs, has checked in when requested or required. The only thing remaining at this point in time is for Mr. Garley to finish his remaining term. He was sentenced to a 2-year deferred term back in March of last year. So he's completed just a little over a year at this point in time. My understanding, he's been a model probationer. I worked with him in the underlying case as well. He's always been very prompt for court. Very respectful as well to me. I believe that at this point in time, Mr. Garley has proven himself to the court that he has taken responsibility for this cause, is ready to move past and move forward. And we're requesting that this time that the court grant his early termination.
All right, anything you wish to say?
No, ma'am, I'm just ready to put this behind me.
All right. I think you should probably say something because honestly, I'm leaning towards not early termination. I've read the facts of the case and I'm trying to figure out what was going through your thought process at that time. That's what I want to know.
Yes,
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Charles Garley,
All right, what have you learned?
keep my hands to myself and just to be a model citizen.
All right, so why did this happen? What was going through your mind? Because it appears that the officer was there for a disturbance.
I was not aware of that. I opened the door and I know the police were there and they barged into my home and I was trying to defend myself.
Well, what I'm reading in the steps, and people correct me if I'm wrong, they come because there's a disturbance. There are 3 other people there, including you, civilians. You have a gun, according to the report, at your side.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the other civilians, because the officer asked you to put the gun down, you wouldn't. One of the other civilians there took the gun from you. So that diffused that situation. And then the officer was asking to talk to you and step outside. And then according to the steps, it says that you were swinging on the officer.
No, ma'am. I was not aware the officers were there. I was actually in shock because when I opened the door, guns were pointed at me. The reason my gun was out because somebody was in my home at the time that I did not want there. I asked them to leave. They did not leave. When, again, nobody in the house called the police. I think the disturbance was me trying to get that person to leave out of my home. When I opened the door, I didn't hear any knocking. I opened the door to let that person out of my home. And that's when the police were there. And I had my pistol pointed down. And that's when the officers pulled out their weapons on me. And I was in shock because I didn't know anybody was outside of my door. There was no knocking or anything. I had opened the door myself to let that person out.
Okay. So you open the door, you let the person out.
No, he did not leave. I opened the door to get him out. Like,
Okay.
Like he needs to leave. And that's when officers were there. And I had no idea they were there. So I was in shock because guns were pointed at me. And that's the first time I've ever had guns pointed at me. So I was in shock.
But first time guns pointed at you by officers?
Not anybody.
Okay. Any other questions?
I guess I would have a question, Your Honor, just to clarify, because you did say something and I just want to, I guess, clarify. for the court about the facts of what had occurred, if that's okay.
I'm sorry?
I said, I do have a couple questions just to clarify about the facts of what
Sure.
occurred, if that's okay with the court.
Yes.
The judge stated that the officers were asking you to come out, but is that correct?
No, sir.
When they had drawn their weapons on you and then you were at some point you were disarmed, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then did the officers ask you to step out or did they enter your home?
They answered my home.
Okay. And at that point in time, is that when they tried to detain you?
Yes, sir.
And then that's when the physical dispute happened between you and the officers?
Yes, sir.
But you have taken responsibility for those actions back in March of last year, right? So you do understand that the way that things occurred between you and the officers at that point in time was unlawful.
Yes, sir.
And you understand. Do you understand and can you explain to the court how that probably should have played out?
I should have just complied and put my hands on my back.
I no further questions.
Any questions? All right, let me just tell you what I have in the steps here. And if there are some corrections, let me know, but this is what you all stipulated to. P1 knocked on the door. His sister stepped out and explained there had been an argument between her and you. P2 stated she was getting her stuff with the help of her family and that she didn't require the police to calm you down. While speaking to P2, I could hear P1 and S1 exchanging words to each other. When myself and the officer looked through the open door into the apartment, I could clearly see a silver handgun in the right hand of you. Myself and the officer both drew our firearms from our holsters and commanded the arrested person, well, S1, to drop his firearm. You ignored our commands. After commanding you a few more times to drop the weapon, then P2 reached over and swatted it out of your hand. At this time, we entered the apartment and stated to you he was being detained due to the nature at which he was displaying the handgun and the disturbance that had been occurring. You physically tried to close the front door on us and then physically resisted arrest by pulling away and pushing against both officers. We ended up pushing you onto the sofa, at which time court is calling 2023 CR 2703, 2023 CR 2704, and 2023 CR 2530, State of Texas versus Tyrone Eds. Is it Eds or Eats? Eats. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Gabriel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
For the defense.
And are you Mr. Eats?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in each cause number, and did you review that discovery with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
And each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Eads, in each cause number, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
State, and cause number ending in 2703, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
And in cause number ending in 2704, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
And in the cause number ending in 2530, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, just one moment. There was no notes on the file itself.
All right, just 1 minute. I'll be able to tell you.
Thank you, Judge. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Yep, there are 2 counts.
Oh, does it say on there, Judge? Yeah, does it say on there, Judge?
No.
Oh, okay, proceeding as presented, Judge.
All right. And each cause number ending in 2703 and 2704, you're charged with aggravated robbery. And in each cause number ending in 2530, and both counts, you're charged with aggravated sexual assault. The range of punishment in each of those cause numbers is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, you have a right to jury trial. a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Eads, in each cause number, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the pleas? Anyone promised you anything other than the pleas?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the causes are to run concurrently. State is going to be taking in consideration 2023 CR 2702, 2023 CR 2705, and cause numbers ending in 2703 and 2704. If the court determines there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, then the court will enter an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And that is the same in cause number 2530. And according to the plea bargain agreement, the punishment is to be assessed at 30 years in the prison. Did you understand that to be the plea in each of the cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense? State?
Yes, Judge.
In each cause number, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions? Then in cause number ending in 2703, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
And the cause number ending in 2704, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And in cause number ending in 2530, how do you plead? Not guilty? Guilty or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence.
Honor state would offer states civil one each of the separate causes.
We've had a chance to review, Your Honor, no objections.
In each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, in each cause number, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements, but most importantly, there will be no live witnesses? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments in each cause number, and the court will review the same. All right. In each cause number, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we would ask the court go along with the plea bargain as it has been tendered by the state. My client is taking full responsibility of the matter. My understanding is he even has written a letter of apology in the sexual assault case. And so we would ask you to give him credit for all the time served and give him the plea bargain amount.
All right. And the cause number ending in 2703, the court will find you guilty. The court will find there's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Daniel, Laura, and John Albert Elizondo. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 2704, 2023 CR 2530. Take in consideration 2023 CR 2702 and 2023 CR 2705. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that case? And the cause number ending in 2704, court is finding you guilty. Court is finding an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Daniel, Laura, and John Albert Elizondo. Court will sentence you to 30 years in the prison. And I'm sorry, and the cause number ending in 2703, in case I didn't say it, the court has sentenced you to 30 years in the prison and give you credit for any time served. And back in cause number ending in 2704, court is going to sentence you to 30 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And this is to be concurrent with 2023 CR 2703 2530, taking consideration 2023 CR 2705 and 2702. Is there anything with regards to sentencing under that cause number?
No, Your Honor.
And then in cause number ending in 2530, your plea of no contest was to both counts 1 and 2, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the court will find you guilty in count 1 and count 2. Count 1 and count 2 is to run concurrently. Court will sentence you to 30 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with the complainant. This is to run concurrent with 2023 CR 2704, 2023 CR 2703. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon, taking consideration 2023 CR 2705, 2023 CR 2702. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that cause number?
No, Your Honor.
And each cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapon or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
21.
All right, so 30 years, that's a lot of time. But do not go to the prison and become institutionalized. Eventually, you'll be released from prison. And if you don't change your ways, it's not going to go well for you in this world. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Court is calling, and after that, I'm going to take up Medina. Court is calling 2023 CR 11121, State of Texas versus Jacob Sanchez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense,
Okay.
are you Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Sanchez, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Sanchez, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with theft under $2,500? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I think so, Judge.
Mr. Sanchez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you have been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 15 months in the state jail facility, and they're taking in consideration 2024 CR 3414. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that you have no contact with Circle K at 2950 South Military Drive. Did you understand that was a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Right. Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Your Honor, I offered State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
No objection, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would simply ask the court to follow the plea bargain agreement that we made with the state.
All right. Mr. Sanchez, you continue to steal. What's going on?
I was in a situation with the substance abuse problem.
All right. So here's the thing. You can't just walk into places and take things. I think you know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So according to the indictment, you have been convicted 2 times. I'm assuming you've been to the state jail facility 2 times for committing the theft, right?
Yes, ma'am.
At some point in time, you're going to be marked as a habitual, and state jail felonies, when they are habitualized, normally, you know what the range of punishment is? 2 to 20 years in prison. If there is an issue, if you have a drug or alcohol issue, there are plenty of free places that can help you with that. But nobody can help you if you decide, I'm just going to steal because I have these other issues going on in my life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court's going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 15 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2024 CR 3414. There's to be no contact with the Circle K at 2950 Southwest Military Drive. That's San Antonio, Texas, 78224. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you would like, I can refer you to the therapeutic community. It won't increase the time that you're in custody, but if you're in the program, maybe they can help you with your issues. Would you like that?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to request the therapeutic community. When you are released, you can go straight to an AA or NA meeting. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay? Regina Weaver. All right, who's here? Linda Flores. Are you on Linda Flores? All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 0492, State of Texas versus Linda Flores. That party is announced for the record for the state. Defense. And are you Linda Flores? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Flores, I'm going to show you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Oops. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony.
Yes, ma'am.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow that plea. If the court does not follow that plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's a request for a drug court evaluation. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State.
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Gilbert Vega. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Exhibit number 4.
No objection.
All right, you may continue to confer. Showing you the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations document. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Would like to, Your Honor, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would like the court to follow the plea bargain. I believe this is a first felony. I've had a long talk with her. I believe she can complete her probation successfully.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have one son. He's 14.
And where's your son?
He's with my mom right now.
All right. Was Child Protective Services involved?
No, ma'am.
All right. And if you're released, where are you planning on staying?
With my mom.
Does your mother want you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pick up the phone and ask her, or are you just assuming?
No, I live with her.
No. Here's the thing. My question is, did you pick up a phone and ask her if you could continue to live with her?
Not recently, no.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Because here's the thing, the 14-year-old is underage, your counsel does CPS, they'll tell you it's not a good
Your Honor,
deal for you to be there.
if
yes.
you give me an opportunity to show you that I can complete these probation with the drug monitoring, I can complete it. I'm very driven and ambitious to show you that I could be successful at what I'm trying to.
When did you start using?
It's been like since last year, since I
Why were you using?
depression, mental abuse.
Why were you not with your mom?
I was with my mom, but around that time I was in the streets when I had got caught. So I just recently moved back with my mom.
All right, what's your mom's name?
Brenda Herrera.
All right, when's the last time you had employment?
It's been so long. I'm on disability, on SSI,
For what?
bipolar manic depression.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. There's to be a TAP evaluation in custody. There's to be a referral to felony drug court in custody. And if she's not accepted into felony drug court, then I'm going to want her brought back to court and we'll see what the TAP evaluation says. There's to be no contact with Gilbert Vega. Who is Gilbert Vega to you?
He was my ex-boyfriend at that time. I don't have no contact with him at all since that last prior time that we had got arrested together.
There's to be proof of employment or SSI
Yes, ma'am.
within 45 days.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. You are not allowed to reside with, with Brenda Herrera. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require parenting classes. Once she completes that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be the UA hotline with testing every 2 weeks. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court?
I have a question, Your Honor.
Yes.
I've had contact with some of her family. I can't speak to whether I've talked specifically with the mother. I may not have, I may have, I'm not sure. But if her mother wants her and is okay with her living at home and wants to approach the court or contact the court on that basis, will the court entertain modifying that order?
After she's completed somebody's inpatient treatment or completed time with felony drug court. And then if you're in felony drug court will make that decision. But here's the thing, the reason why I'm saying no contact or you're not allowed to reside there is because you have a 14-year-old there. And if your son is 14, which you're telling me is, and I believe that, that means that you were with this Gilbert Vega person while your son was on the planet. And instead of being at home doing what you were supposed to be doing, you were out using drugs with somebody else. That's not good. And then what I find ends up happening is that people will then go back to their mom's home and then act like they're in charge of a child that they haven't been raising. So yeah, no. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Where you are now,
And
you're just doing improvements, right?
yes, ma'am.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody, me included,
I'm trying to get it.
are
together.
trying to get their lives together and do improvements. So just know that where you are now, Hopefully this is not where you're gonna end up. You're gonna improve your life. You're gonna get clean and sober, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
Well, thank you.
All right, who's here on Jesse Ariaga? All right, so today an offer was supposed to be tendered. Has an offer been tendered?
So no, Your Honor, and the reason for that, or may I continue on that?
Yes.
So defense filed a motion which basically outlined some additional elements of discovery. It's essentially three sections, if you will.
Mhm.
The third and final section, we have those records on. The first two.
All right, what?
This is
this-
medical records is the third part.
All right, so what is missing?
What is missing is information with regards to counseling records of the complainant and other allegations with regards to the complainant. So I've already reached out to the victim advocate to kind of tackle both of those additional elements, Your Honor.
All right, so those are the two only outstanding?
Yes, Your Honor. The motion, as counsel put it, was part 1 and 2. 2 is kind of split into subsection A and B. The latter subsection, Your Honor, which is with respect to medical records, and they're here in the file as we speak. So it just is related to 1 and then part A of section 2.
All right, are there any CPS records in this?
Not to our knowledge, in terms of missing, Ray, I think that's correct.
It's kind of complicated, Judge. The complainant lost her mother, so she was living with my client's wife, and she's her aunt. So the state, somebody had to step in and take custody of her when she was removed.
So nothing, yes, nothing missing. So we have the CPS records, so it's not as if that's an additional element
Okay.
of discovery we don't have.
All right, so has a protective order already been signed with regards to CPS records so he can have those?
That I don't know, and I can check the
No,
filing on that.
All right, if y'all will do that, and I'm
We can
putting
do that,
down that needs to be done today, so you'll have it.
Easy, yes, Judge. But otherwise, I think, yeah, we do have it, it's not missing, and then we'll do that right now.
Okay. All right, Norma, on this case, if you can bring this back, this is your final discovery date. If you'll bring this back on June 3rd, and it is Jesse Ariaga. All right, is there anything else?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thanks for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we on this case?
We've conferred, I've conferred with on both cases,
Mhm.
actually. I'd like maybe, you could give it May 28th or something, but if you can give me maybe like 30 days to complete reviewing discovery, and also we've already started conferring about resolution.
Okay, so you have all the discovery?
I believe I have it all. I just need to review it with my client.
All right, in state, were you able to tender an offer?
We were, so Your Honor, just like counsel stated, there's one CTD case, one family case. We both, CTD and I kind of have a combined sphere of resolution we're
Okay.
operating within, Judge, but I know counsel would like some time just to make sure they batten down the hatches.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, are you able to recall this back on June 6th?
Yes.
I'm sorry, wait a minute, I'm just throwing out a date. That's not the proper date. June 3rd. It'll be June 3rd.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and Mr. Martinez, is he in Bear County?
No, he's in Laredo,
All
Webb
right.
County.
All right, so we'll bring you back on June 3rd. If there's a plea, we can do it by Zoom.
Right.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, Martinez, June 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. And I did notice that you actually zoomed in at 9 a.m., so I appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately to court. All right, what are we doing with this case?
Good
Is
morning,
it
Judge.
sentencing?
No, Judge, just the status conference. I conferred with the state. There's a plea offer that was tendered. Talked to my client about it and we're rejecting it.
All right, so y'all want a jury trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
2 days at most.
All right. Well, let me give you a trial date.
Yes, Your Honor.
What day is your day? We need a jury trial date, family violence, 2 days. All right, June 4th. Is that good for you?
Judge, I'm unavailable the week of June 4th, but
Where are you gonna be?
I have a vacation letter on file, Judge.
All right, we'll let you have a vacation. You know, it's always best to give your attorneys vacation time so they can be at their peak performance.
I agree.
All right. So,
The state opposes that.
all right, so he's gonna be on vacation. July when? July 2nd, with the 4th right around the corner.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is everybody okay with July 2nd?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be back on July 2nd.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
It looked really good. Taste-wise, it is also very good.
থ্যাংক ইউ
কোথায় শিখলে বিফ লাজানিয়া বানানো?
এটাই ফার্স্টে ইউটিউব থেকে দেখেছিলাম এন্ড দেন কয়েকবার বাসায় নিজে ট্রাই করেছি 4-5 বারের মতো, যখন আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট করতে পেরেছি।
আমি মৌসুমি,
মৌসুমি কি বানিয়েছেন?
এটা হচ্ছে চকো ক্যারামেল চিজকেক ব্লসম।
Looks beautiful. I think আজকের দেখা one of the best presentation.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কি করেন আপনি?
আমার ছোটোখাটো একটা বিজনেস আছে ফুড নিয়ে, পাশাপাশি আমি ট্রেনার হিসেবে রাজশাহী মহিলা টিটিসিতে আছি। আমি মাস্টার্স কমপ্লিট করেছি হোম ইকোনমিক্স থেকে, আর এছাড়াও আমি হোটেল ম্যানেজমেন্টে ডিপ্লোমা করেছি, আর এখন করছি হলো কুলিনারি আর্টসের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা। এছাড়াও আমি কিছু লেভেল কমপ্লিট করেছি যেটা কুকিং এবং বেকিংয়ের উপরে।
সো আপনি রাজশাহী টিটিসি ট্রেনার?
জি।
সো রাজশাহী টিটিসি ট্রেনার হিসেবে ইউ হোল্ড আ ভেরি হাই পজিশন ইন দ্য সোসাইটি, রাইট? সো ওই পজিশন থেকে এসে এরকম একটা প্ল্যাটফর্মে দাঁড়িয়ে নিজের খানাকে প্রুভ করা, দ্যাট টেকস আ লট অফ গাটস। অল ইউর স্টুডেন্টস আর ওয়াচিং, যারা আপনাকে চিনে তারা দেখছে।
জি।
অ্যান্ড এটা তো অ্যাবাউট নাও তো 50-50, ইট ক্যান গো এনি ডিরেকশনে। ফুড প্রেজেন্টেশন নিয়ে আমি বলেছি, ইট লুকড রিয়েলি গুড। টেস্ট ওয়াইজ ইট ইজ অলসো ভেরি গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এভরি লেয়ার, ডিফারেন্ট এলিমেন্টস অফ ইট ভালো লেগেছে।
জি।
নিচের সসটা ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমাদের যদি সিলেক্ট হয়ে যান তাহলে কিন্তু একটা লম্বা সময় থাকতে হবে, মানে এত কিছু বাদ দিয়ে ওইটুকু কি করা সম্ভব?
সম্ভব, কারণ আমার বাচ্চারা খুব করে চায়, এটা তো আমার ভালো লাগার একটা জায়গা যে আমিও চাচ্ছি এখানে যেতে। সঙ্গে আমার বাচ্চাদের খুব ইচ্ছা যে তার মাকে এই পজিশনে দেখা যাক, তো আমি হয়তো বা জবও ছেড়ে দিতে পারি এখানে যাওয়ার জন্য।
মৌসুমী, আমরা আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিব, ঠিক আছে?
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আসুন।
ইয়েস, পেয়ে গেছি আমার কাঙ্ক্ষিত কার্ডটি। যদি আমি অ্যাপরনটি পেয়ে যাই, তো আমি যেখানে জব করি তাদেরকে আমি জানাবো আমি ছুটি চাই 2 মাসের জন্য। যদি তারা মানে রাজি হয় তাহলে ওকে, আর যদি না রাজি হয় তো আমার স্বপ্ন পূরণের জন্য আমি জবটা ছেড়ে দেব, তাও আমি যেতে চাই ঢাকা।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আমার নাম তাসনিয়া আলী।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
আমি বানিয়েছি বিফ লাজানিয়া।
কোথায় শিখলে বিফ লাজানিয়া বানানো?
এটাই ফার্স্টে ইউটিউব থেকে দেখেছিলাম এন্ড দেন কয়েকবার বাসায় নিজে ট্রাই করেছি 4-5 বারের মতো, যখন আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট করতে পেরেছি।
সো এটা পারফেক্ট আছে?
আই হোপ সো।
ইটালিয়ান আইটেমে কোন উপাদানটা ছাড়া কখনো ইটালিয়ান ডিশ হয় না?
টমেটো আর মৎজারেলা, ওদের প্রত্যেকটা আইটেমে কাইন্ড অফ এই দুইটা জিনিস কনসিস্টেন্ট থাকে।
অরিগানো অলসো।
অরিগানো অলসো, ইয়েস।
এখানে মজরেলা আসছে?
জি, হোমমেড মৎজারেলা যেটা আমি নিজে বানিয়েছি।
Homemade?
জি।
I am very impressed যে you make your own mozzarella.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আর কি কি ইটালিয়ান ডিশ তুমি ভালো তৈরি করতে পারো?
স্প্যাগেটি উইথ মিট বলস, এটা ফ্রিকোয়েন্টলি বানাই। আরেকটা হচ্ছে তিরামিসু।
বাংলা খাবার বানাতে পারো?
জি পারি।
5 ফোড়নে যে ব্যবহার করা হয়, 5 ফোড়ন নাম শুনেছো?
জি।
5টা মশলার নাম বলো তো।
মেথি, মৌরি, কালিজিরা, জিরা, নর্মাল জিরা অ্যান্ড না সরি লাস্টটা মনে পড়ছে।
রাঁধুনি থাকে ওর মধ্যে।
ও হ্যাঁ, সর্ষে
রাঁধুনিও থাকে, রাঁধুনি থাকে। মনে করেন আপনি সেরা রাঁধুনি হয়ে গেলেন,
জি,
15 লক্ষ টাকাও পেলেন,
জি,
দেন করবেন কি?
আই থিঙ্ক কুলিনারি আর্টসে একটা ডিগ্রি পারসিউ করব ফার্স্ট অফ অল, অ্যান্ড বেকিংয়ে আমার আরও বেশি অনেক কিছু, যে অনেক টাইপের আইটেমস আছে, সো ওগুলো আমি আমার প্রফেশনালি শেখার ইচ্ছা আছে, তো আমি মোস্ট প্রবাবলি স্কিল বিল্ডিংয়ে ইনভেস্ট করব সবার ফার্স্ট।
So for now, we'll give you a waiting card. ঠিক আছে?
আমি ঠিকই জানি Mình đã tô xong bức tranh về chú mèo nha. Các bạn hãy quan sát lại bức tranh mình đã hoàn thiện này. Để theo dõi các video tiếp theo, các bạn nhớ bấm like cho mình nhé. Xin chào các bạn. Hello, xin chào các bạn đến với kênh YouTube của mình nha. Hôm nay chúng mình cùng nhau tô màu bức tranh về một chú gà mái này, một chú gà mái hoa mơ này. Chúng mình cùng tô màu nha. Một chú gà mái với cái bộ chân rất là sần sù, như kiểu chú ấy là một chú gà mái rất già rồi ấy. Nên mình sẽ tô cái màu của nó là màu đỏ nhá. Đây này, đây là cái màu đỏ này. Mình sẽ tô cái phần màu trên đỉnh đầu trước nha. Mình đang tô cái phần màu của chú gà. Mình đã tô xong cái phần màu với cái màu đỏ này rồi nhá. Giờ mình sẽ tô sang phần mỏ này. Để cái màu nâu. Đây là cái màu nâu này. Mình sẽ dùng cái chì ngòi nhỏ này. Một cái mỏ rất là sắc nhọn.
আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না
On top of that, it is slightly overcooked.
আমার নাম প্রীতি ইসলাম। আমি আজকে কোকোনাট রাইস রান্না করেছি, কোকোনাট রাইস উইথ গ্রিল চিকেন অ্যান্ড কোরিয়ান্ডার সস, সাথে পামকিনের আরেকটা সস দিয়েছি। ডেজার্টে দিয়েছি বাহারি মোহনভোগ।
আপনার মানে এই যে রেসিপি সব কিছু মিলিয়ে কি মনে হয় সেরা রাঁধুনিতে পার্টিসিপেট করার জন্য এটা দিস ইজ বেস্ট রেসিপি?
জি, আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এটা বেস্ট হবে।
প্রীতি, ফার্স্ট থিং আমি আপনাকে টেকনিক্যাল জিনিসটা বলি,
Yeah, sure.
ঠিক আছে? ইটস ভেরি ড্রাই। সেকেন্ড জিনিস হলো গিয়ে হোল রোস্ট ইজ নট দি আইডিয়াল থিং টু ডু ওয়েন ইউ আর সার্ভিং দিস অ্যাট আ রেস্টুরেন্ট অর এরকম একটা কুকিং শোতে। ইউ ডোন্ট এক্সপেক্ট দ্য জাজেস অর দ্য কাস্টমার এটাকে কেটে নেবে। অন টপ অফ দ্যাট ইট ইজ স্লাইটলি ওভারকুকড।
এখন একটু আমরা টেস্ট করে দেখি। আপনার রাইস যেটা খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না, ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আর ডেজার্টটাও মাইল্ড, মানে মিষ্টির ব্যালেন্সটা ভালো আছে। কিন্তু ব্যাপারটা হয় কি যে যখন আমরা অডিশনে আসি তখন এতগুলো জিনিস দিয়ে আসলে অডিশন না।
আমি
দরকার
এনেছি
ছিল
কারণ
না।
আমি হচ্ছে ফুল প্ল্যাটারটাই সার্ভ করতে
ঠিক
চেয়েছি।
আছে,
এটা আমার ইন্টেনশন ছিল।
এতগুলো না দিয়েও আপনি শুধু একটার উপর যদি ফোকাস দিতেন তাও মনে হয় আপনার
আমি
বেস্ট হতো।
সবগুলোর উপরে সমান ফোকাস দিয়েছি, বাই মিস্টেকেনলি একটু ফল্ট হয়েছে হয়তো, কিন্তু আমি চেষ্টা করছি খুব যত্ন করে করার। অ্যাকচুয়ালি
আসলে যত্নের ছোঁয়া এখানে আছে, আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এবং রেসিপির মধ্যেও আমার কাছে ভিন্নতা লেগেছে, আর কিছু টেকনিক্যাল ফল্ট আছে। তো আমার মনে হয় ওইগুলো যদি একটু কারেকশন করা যায় তাহলে ইট ওয়াজ গুড।
প্রীতি, দ্য চিকেন হ্যাজ ফ্লেভার, চিকেনটা মজা, সসটাও মজা, রাইট? বাট বেসিকে প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে। বেসিক ইজ আপনার কুকিংটাই তো ওভারকুকড।
আমাকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি পোলট্রি চুজ করতে হতো মেবি এই ক্ষেত্রে।
ফার্মি মুরগি ইউজ করলে মনে হয়
পোলট্রিটা বেশি জুসি,
অফ কোর্স।
আমার এটা ফল্ট হয়েছে, এটা আমি বুঝছি।
প্রীতি, আই থিঙ্ক ওভারঅল টেস্ট ভালো আছে অ্যান্ড আই থিঙ্ক ইটস আ গুড এফোর্ট। উই ওয়ান্ট টু গিভ ইউ আ চান্স।
থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক
ওয়েট
ইউ।
করেন, আসেন, আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেওয়া হবে।
আমার খুবই ভালো লাগছে যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি। আমি কিন্তু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পাবো, আর আমি এখন অপেক্ষায় আছি নেক্সট রাউন্ডে ঢাকা যাওয়ার জন্য। আমি আশাবাদী যে আমি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত যেতে পারবো।
Trên trời cao con rớt xuống đây khóc, được làm em bé xíu của mẹ này. Dịu dàng mẹ cười đón thiên thần đáng yêu. Mình đang tô bằng cái màu đỏ nhá, một cái màu đỏ tươi rất là lộng lẫy cho chú công này, với bộ lông dài.
Mình đã tô xong cái phần đuôi là màu tím và màu đỏ nha. Mình sẽ tô đôi chân với cái màu nâu. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Tới cái phần chân là cái màu nâu nè. Bộ lông dài, bộ đuôi dài lên nó sẽ che hết cả cái phần chân của chú công này nha. Mình sẽ tô phần lông trên bằng cái màu vàng. Vàng và cam kết hợp.
লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না। সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি, এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত, কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি। সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না। সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি, এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছুর একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে। তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন?
নিয়ে যাই,
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজে ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা।
বাকলাভা এবং চিজ,
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভার
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক,
চিজ কেক, এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন, আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি, পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা। ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি। টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টম ইয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক বাকিটা
ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছে আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
ঠিকই জানি আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী। Mình đã tô xong quả dứa với cái màu cam nha. Phần lá là màu xanh nè. Còn phần chùm nho này, đây là một chùm nho chín nha. Mình đã xong cái màu cam này rồi. Mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu tím nha. Màu tím nha. Đây là cái màu tím nè. Mình sẽ xếp lại cái màu của mình vào cái hộp màu này. Để cho nó đỡ chặt nha. Với những quả nho màu tím nhá, mình sẽ tô một chùm nho rất là nhiều quả nho nhỏ nha.
Mình đang tô phần chùm nho với cái màu tím nhá. Một cái giỏ hoa quả gồm 4 loại quả là quả xoài, quả táo, quả cam và quả nho. Mình đang tô phần quả nho nha.